How's it going, guys? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting and welcome back to terrible voice acting in the house of Fata Morgana. So I appreciate that you guys didn't mock me for last time. I actually think it was okay. I did a decent beast voice. It hurts my throat, and I'm sure we're going to do it more. But, and no truly dramatic screams and yells, of course, because people be sleeping, so that's kind of unfortunate. I really should try one of these days. If I get an opportunity to like have a day to myself for whatever reason, I should absolutely just record something and just go all out for that and just see if I can make it more cringy, less cringy. We'll have to find out. But last time we were here, we started the story of the beast, and oh boy, this one's not tiptoeing around any issues here. This monster, which I think is just a guy that was twisted, possibly by war. It was referencing that there was a war that had just concluded. Managed to show up at the mansion, and while the maid kind of tamed him a bit, inadvertently she just taught him how to behave like a normal person. But then when the first other person from the village who got lost in the woods stumbled in, mentioned that there was a beast in the woods that had been preying on people, Bestia snapped, killed him, then thirsted for more violence. So he started saying the mansion needed to bring in more victims, and it has been. A slow parade of people, including like other merchants, a pregnant woman. Yeah, it's just great. It's not pleasant at all. But apparently something else is going to happen, because once again, I kind of pointed out that the mansion, while it does provide for the people, it also tends to provide misfortune for them. And apparently something's about to come to the mansion that's going to change everything. Possibly defeat the beast somehow. So I will have to just see what happens. Good luck to my poor voice. And let's see what dastardly, devilish schemes and plans and scenes we're going to witness this time. I wonder if we'll actually finish it. I have a feeling this is a shorter story. Mel and Nellie definitely were very drawn out with their engagements. But this one seems a bit more straightforward. There's a creature / man here who's killing people, is a serial killer, and something's going to change. So, and it's of course the maid speaking. If the devil guides us, if God guides us, then perhaps I could accept that this was fate. Then it makes sense that I am here. Who was that? Bestia. Is this supposed to be Beast? Oh no, this is someone outside. Is anyone there? I've lost my way. Would you please be so kind as to spare me a little food? There it is. There comes the poor little offering. They never learn. They just keep coming again and again. The mansion keeps granting my wish. I would be glad to provide you some food. And you are welcome to stay the night, get some rest. I will have a room prepared. Whoa, 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 whoa! Wait, what? No. What? No. That was a while ago, right? Okay, what? I thought there's like 60 years of difference or something, right? I mean, the mansion's gone into disrepair from this point. What the fetch? But, hi! You're looking a lot better off. Anyway, well. Well, this does proceed, I suppose. Then, I suppose I shall take you up on your generosity. I have been wandering for a very, very long time. What was that, Master? You recognize her? I imagined you would. That white hair, those red eyes, the skin the color of freshly fallen snow, and that flawless, beautiful visage. You could not possibly mistake her for anyone else. And no, it is not someone who happens to resemble her. I I can understand why you would be surprised, Master. Well, frickin' good! At first, I could not hardly believe my own eyes. The wanderer knocking on the door that day was the very same fair-skinned young woman who visited the mansion so many years earlier. The white-haired girl must have spent many, many a night in the forest. Her crystalline skin was covered in red scratches from where she had brushed against stray branches or tree bark. She had even lost her shoes and was standing there barefooted, looking quite disheartened. But that did not make her any less beautiful. In fact, you could just imagine a dense forest canopy parting to allow the sun to shine down upon her. Which would be bad, because that would hurt her skin. The beast appeared surprised by her angelic beauty as well. It seemed as though all madness had drained from him in that moment. He said nothing, but his eyes told all. He was entranced by the sight of her ruby-eyed irises, her pure white hair. Ugh. Pardon? I am a beast. This is what I asked for. Something to quench my thirst. You're allowed to be happy. But as I said, it was only for a moment. So rejoice. Imagine just how gratifying it will be to see such a beautiful woman writhing in the throes of death. Follow me. I will have a bath drawn as well. And once the moment had passed, the beast was barely able to contain the wellspring of madness within himself. He wanted nothing more than to run his sword through the white-haired girl that very instant, to torture her, to defile her. Well, what the fetch? What is happening? He tended to her wounds, served her supper, and drew a bath for her. And afterwards the beast even made to provide her with a dress to wear. Even the outfit she had only worn for one night so many years before she was there, waiting for someone to put it on again, for her to put it on again. He said she could choose anything she liked. She, being such a modest young woman, said she needed not for such fine attire. And what a shame that was. I too wished to see her in a dress once more. I need not such fine clothing. You needn't be modest. No, that's not why. Are they not to your liking, then? No, my apologies. You are very generous. Foolish girl. Smiling and calling me generous. I was simply imagining what a pretty sight it would be. The sight of her fresh blood splattered on it. The sight of her life slipping away in it. I am glad that, after wandering for so long, I ended up here in this mansion. And in a few hours, you'll be feeling the exact opposite. Get all the rest you need. I shall see you again in the morning. I thank you. Fetch, what on earth's gonna happen to her? I don't want anything to happen to her, but I'm also incredibly suspicious. What the fetch? Bestia then made his way out of the girl's bedchamber. His mask came crumbling off only after taking a few steps. There, that's precisely what I wanted. Just imagine such a beautiful woman will scream. How she'll beg for her life. Hey, are you in there? The mansion has given me the perfect offering. Hey. I couldn't help myself, I'm sorry. This is really just destroying the mood. Oh, man. Is she not here? I'm sure the maid's hiding. Is someone there? Yes. I came by to ask if there was anything you needed. I cannot offer you anything extravagant, not like before, but I am here to provide you with anything in my capacity. I appreciate the offer, but I need nothing. Being allowed to stay the night is more than enough. Do you work here in the mansion? Yes, indeed I do. I have been here for a very, very long time. A very long time? You might think this is an odd question, but have we met before? Something about you seems familiar. I really don't know how I would answer. And I get the feeling I've been in this mansion before. Yes, we have met. It was quite some time ago, though. When was it? It was an unimaginably long time ago. Do you remember a boy and girl with flaxen hair? Flaxen hair? Huh. I apologize. My memory fails me. Do you not remember me either? I see. You should probably not push yourself to remember then. There were joyous times, and there were less than joyous times. But would you be so kind as to answer one question? What might your name be? My name is... I still don't get to know. I see. So you are... again. Again? I will make tea for you in the morning. Also... Go on. Close your eyes. Weird. Really weird. But Beastia never waited for morning to come. With his sword, the smell of blood hanging from his hip, the beast slowly, ever slowly, crept towards the room where the white-haired girl slept. The time was soon approaching for the bloodthirsty beast to paint the walls with the young woman's blood, to turn her bedchamber into a gore-splattered altar upon which he would offer her to the devil. So has she, the maid, been cleaning up every time this happens? Because you think you'd start to notice. However, when he opened the door, the beast could hardly believe his eyes. She's here. She's awake and she's waiting. She was not asleep, but sitting there as if expecting Beastia's arrival. Why are you awake? Did you not go to sleep? I heard footsteps, so I... And what were you planning to do when I got here? Surely you didn't think we'd simply have a nice midnight chat. I was hoping to ask what it is you wanted. To ask what I wanted? Do you even realize what you're saying? Can you not see what's in my hand? Do you know exactly what I came here to do? Aren't you going to beg? Aren't you going to plead for your life? Aren't you going to ask me not to kill you? If it's necessary. But is that what you want? What I want is something much, much more gratifying than your pleas. I want to hold a banquet. It's not enough. No matter what I do, it's not enough. But you will be enough to satisfy me, to quench this unholy thirst, to completely, wholly fill me to the bursting point. You want to know what I desire? I desire to devour you. Well, this is not awkward at all. Huh. Yeah? Beastia shoved the girl back, slamming her into the mattress. He then stabbed his sword through the sheet beside her, looking down upon the girl, the moonlight at his back. Clenching her slender throat with one hand, he drew the sword once more, holding the tip but inches from her nose.
No matter how much blood it drank, the sword continued to shine gloriously, as though it had just come from the forge. It was an awe-inspiring, tear-shredding blade, the sight of which would cause anyone to imagine the misfortune about to befall them.
Go on, mock me. Ridicule the hideous barbaric beast standing before you. From the moment you saw me, you thought me unsettling, no? But you averted your eyes, because I had food for you, because I gave you a place to rest. You prevented not to notice the beast. This is retribution. Retribution for you humans. So beg for your life like they all do. Cry, plead for mercy.
If you say that you are ugly, then I must be equally ugly.
What?
What came from the girl's mouth was neither a plea, nor an insult, nor a scream. Full-grown men had wept before him, and yet this slender young woman did not. Despite this terrifying beast being upon her, moments away from extinguishing her life, even I almost shrieked in fright. Bestia could have believed neither his eyes nor his ears.
Do you not fear me? Can you not see what I'm about to do to you?
It's weird. It's like the tables kind of turned here, haven't they? Maybe that's part of why she has no fear anymore. She may not remember what happened with her and Mel, but she was the beast at one point, wasn't she? Obviously a very different kind of beast, but she came into this chamber, maybe this very room, intent to kill. And the very similar question, a very similar reaction, stopped her in her tracks. And here again, without probably knowing why or understanding why, because she seems so focused on herself, but she's almost doing exactly what Mel did. And it's so fascinating because she's absolutely beautiful. I wonder why she sees herself like that.
What am I to be afraid of?
I'm threatening to murder you, to rip your intestines out with these claws, and to watch you die in agony. I enjoy it more than anything in the world, filling others' hearts with fear. The more lives I take, the more I enjoy it. I am a beast, driven to madness.
What he expected was for the beautiful girl before him to desperately implore him for mercy. He wanted nothing more than to see despair seep into every corner of her red eyes. For he believed that it would truly sublime moment, euphoria unlike anything he'd experienced before. Bestia prodded her with a single sword, poking a slit in skin smoother than silk. You mean to take mercy on me, because you see me as pitiful? But she did not do as the beast wished. She looked up at him with sympathy rather than fear. This rattled the beast. He had never once seen anyone respond to him this way.
What possessed you to say that? What on earth is going through your head? Mercy, mercy! Do you not comprehend the situation? How can you be so calm? Scream! Cry and shout! Beg me to spare you! Throw yourself at my feet! Throw yourself at my feet! Otherwise I'm a beast! A beast that never tires of killing.
To me, you appear to be a person.
You're lying.
You listen to the things I say, and you respond with your own words.
I was taught how to speak. I am a beast who speaks human language.
But you think. You use your mind to come up with responses. And you hesitate.
If I'm a human, then why did they disparage me so? Why did they reject me and try to kill me? Because I'm a beast. A repulsive beast. That's why, isn't it?
I will do nothing to hurt you. We are alike.
Alike? Don't be ridiculous. How can you say we are alike as you're beautiful as you are?
There's nothing beautiful about me. What value does outward appearance have? You have suffered much persecution, which is why you tremble in fear.
I am not trembling. I am not afraid.
I can hear the cries of your heart.
What on earth is wrong with you? Why are you not afraid? Why do you not scream in terror?
I am afraid, but more than fear, I feel like I know now what my role is.
Your role?
If you will have me, then I would like to remain here in the mansion.
Are you mad? I will eventually kill you. Torture you. Put you through hell. Make you wish you'd never been born.
That does not change my mind. Please, allow me to stay. I find it hard to believe that what you want deep down is to hurt people. And I get the feeling that I am meant to be here. That is my role. Pistia was at a loss. He was perhaps afraid of this girl who did not fear him and even attempted to embrace him. She behaved too differently from the other humans he'd known of, who only ever harassed and pushed him away.
Why are you so kind to me? To this beast, this murderer?
Pistia's sword slipped from his hand, hitting the hardwood with a metallic whine. When the sound died down, the white-haired girl extended her hands for the beast with the utmost of affability. Her fingers were white and freshly fallen snow, something this area never saw. They traced a distinctive frame. They ran along his unusually shaped nose. They slid across his rough, yellowed skin and drifted around his rather small eyes. The beast trembled once more, this time not out of twisted desire from deep within, but from the unimaginable comfort of physical contact. Her fingers moved so gently, so pleasantly, wrapping him in their warmth. Are you crying? A single teardrop slid down the arc of her finger. Looking into her clear eyes, Pistia came to a realization, and at the same time he felt somewhat dismayed.
You are without sight.
She can't see. Taken in the throes of his primal urges, the beast had not noticed, but there was an emptiness in the girl's eyes. She appeared to be gazing far into the distance, not focused on the man despite being close enough to touch him. Tears had begun running down Pistia's cheeks earlier, when she had called him a person, but it was not until one of those droplets had slid across the back of her finger that she had realized she would indeed have no need for extravagant dresses. After all, she could not see what she was wearing. That is correct. I am blind. But whoever decided that reality is only that which can be seen? I know not what appearance I have. In the darkness, everything is as a one. There is no difference between beast and man. If you are a beast, then I too must be a beast. To call the girl a beast would be paramount to eating sugar and insisting it was salt. Do pardon the trite analogy, please. But you know rather well, master, that the white-haired girl was not at all what you would call a beast. Not simply in appearance, but all the way down to her core, there was nothing beastly about her. Her words brought him faint pain, but the beast still felt, on some level, that he wanted to keep her at his side, to see what would happen. His next words were in largely Palt impersive. Not Palt.
I am grateful that you cannot see.
So why is she blind now? She definitely wasn't before.
Without exception, everyone who had wandered into the mansion had lost their lives before the sun rose the next morning. She was the first visitor who had not met this fate. Over time, Pistia's madness gradually subsided. He even began to seem rather tame. You would hardly believe it was the same beast who had once reveled in those perverse fantasies. He was, I imagine, at a loss for how to behave. I too would be flustered in the constant presence of Sun's beauty. But it was not just her appearance. She had said she wished to live with him, A beast who had committed countless atrocities. Perplexing indeed. What is the matter?
Do you honestly not fear me?
Do I appear afraid to you?
No, you do not. But you would, if you could see me. You would react the same as everyone else. You would mock me. You would despise me. You would want to kill me. You do not know what I've done, because you can't see. I enjoyed it. I basked in their terror. So why? Why do I not want you to find out? I don't want you to know how many people I've tortured, how many lives slaughtered, how much blood I've embedded. Whoa, I don't know what that word is. I've never come across that. If that's a word, I've never seen it before. All the horrible things I've done. Horrible. I'm aware that what I've done is wrong. But I relished in it. I wanted for so long to slaughter them. I desperately desired to see blood, human blood. What is it I crave? Murder or laughter? I said I had no need for peace, yet here I am.
Is something the matter?
No, some tea?
Oh, shall I make some? Are you thirsty?
No, I made some tea. It's probably cold by now. I thought you might want some. You don't?
No, I'll take it.
What are you laughing for?
Because I'm happy.
Oh, there's a nice knockdown shot.
Is it to your liking?
It's bitter. Their life together began quietly, their days without event. They had no extravagant meals, there were no swaths of guests leading life to the mansion halls, but there was also no one screaming in fear for their lives. It was all peaceful life Biastia had lost, and he had returned once more to that quiet realm. What is the matter?
You are always so quick to notice my presence.
My world is one of darkness, so I have a heightened sense of hearing.
What is it like? How do you perceive the world? I cannot imagine living in complete darkness.
Occasionally I can see light.
Light?
Yes, not a radiant light like the sun, but a soft light floating in the darkness. Like a candlelight, I suppose.
That only perplexes me the more. I find it difficult to understand what you're describing.
Is that so? It's difficult for me as well. I am not sure how to explain it. But it's not complete darkness. I can sense your presence, for instance, and I can tell how windy it is from the way the wind vibrates. And also... I also feel as though I can sense the wavering of emotions. The candlelight begins to flicker erratically. From fear, intense sorrow, or other similar emotions.
My emotions?
I do not know. It could be yours, it could be mine. This mansion is a very peculiar place. The candlelight is always wavering, and yet it seems somehow stable. It makes me feel as though this is where I belong.
I don't think I understand. I am a beast, and so I lack the intelligence.
But you...
I'm going to go hunting. Is there anything you would like?
Whatever you like. Alright then, if you find any fruit, that would be nice.
Fruit?
Ah, it's sour. You picked it before it was ripe.
I didn't know. Is that a bad thing? I don't know anything.
I cannot see, but its fruit is still green. You're not supposed to eat it yet. What color are these?
Green. No, blue.
So I give you a hand in preparing supper.
I cannot ask for someone who cannot see to help. For the help of someone who cannot see, you'll hurt yourself.
Don't worry, I can tell, for the most part, where things are by touch and sound. Are you worried?
Worried. 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 Thought of blood dripping down her fingers. Doesn't excite me. What's going on? What on earth has happened to me?
If I appear to be in danger of harming myself, please let me know, and you have nothing to worry about. You do not seem any more comfortable in the kitchen than me.
She always cooks the... Where did she go?
Huh?
She always comes when I call.
Where is the maid?
I had hidden myself away.
Thank you for that.
Beastie had learned how to go about his daily life without my assistance, and the two of them had no need of others in their peaceful world. Oh my, what is the matter, master? I was not lonely at all, no. It was an absolute pleasure simply watching them. I mean that. It was not my role to be at his side, nor was I the one to be at hers. If she can make Beastia into the master of the house, then my presence was unnecessary. I appear when I am needed, as I appeared to serve the flaxen-haired family, nothing more. If they sought a servant, then I would show myself. Yes, certainly. After some time, they began to sleep in the same bed.
What the Whoa, whoa. The gag, okay.
Oh dear, no, not for the reason you're imagining, Master.
It's like it reads my freaking mind.
You thought no such thing? Though they slept in the same bed, they did not lay together. They did so, it seemed, because they were more comfortable in the same place, the two acting more like family than lovers.
Hey. Hello? Are you asleep?
No, I'm awake.
Is the candlelight wavering?
Right now, it is very calm.
I see. Say, tell me about your childhood.
What? Me?
Won't you?
My childhood.
Yes. I have no such stories to tell. When I was a child, I lost everything. My mother, father, brothers, everyone. So
For as long as I can remember, I did not have a father. I lived alone with my mother, but I never felt like that was a bad thing.
Was she kind?
Yes, very. She was a compassionate woman. But we were poor, and because I cannot see, my mother was the only one who could work.
Okay. So this isn't the exact same person. Like, she is, but she isn't. Maybe like a reincarnation? Because, obviously, the first one only lived with her father. She had her sight. But this one, she lived with her mother and was blind. I'm very, very confused.
She would be away for long stretches of time, supposedly because she served at a respectable house.
Wait. Could her mother have been the original white-haired girl? No, but she has the same name and, like, remembers this place, kind of. I don't know.
I do not know whether or not that was true. Perhaps she was doing much more demanding work. I never asked. I believed not asking was best for her. From time to time I would receive letters from her. Someone who lived nearby read them to me. The letters went something like this. Life in the mansion is difficult, but everyone treats me so well, and they say I do good work. I'll be back with more money soon, so you be a good girl. Other than that, she allegedly expressed concern for my health and safety, as well as repeatedly saying how much she loved me.
You had a good mother.
I did. Nearly everything I remember my mother saying to me was written in her letters. So much kindness and warmth.
Why did you not live with her now? How did you end up here in the mansion?
Before long, she lost her life at her place of employment, and I was sent the money she had earned. It was, I imagine, not enough to survive on. When my mother was alive, she often lamented my blindness. If only you could see, she would say, I could show you just how extraordinary this world is. So I decided I would visit a renowned physician in order to fulfill my mother's dream. A physician in this country. However, upon examining me, he said he could not restore my sight. Dejected, I was on my way back home when bandits attacked. They robbed me of the money I had bought to pay for my treatment. I lost everything my mother saved me, the money she gave her life to earn for me. I failed to repay her for anything she did, which cast a dark cloud over my heart. My world had always been wrapped in darkness, but at that moment, it was the deepest abyss. There was not even a speck of light. I was at a complete loss. With nowhere to go, I simply wandered, no destination in mind. And that was when I miraculously arrived at this mansion. It was as if it had summoned me here.
You were being summoned by the mansion to fill my craving, but it didn't end up that way. I wonder if the mansion's disappointed. I see.
I apologize for not having a brighter tale to tell. I imagine you were hoping to hear a joyful childhood memory?
No. Did they hurt you?
Pardon?
The bandits. When they attacked, were you hurt?
You are so compassionate.
I am no such thing. I am not compassionate.
I was perfectly fine. I took a few scratches, but nothing you need to worry about.
I see.
I believe that I am happy now. I wasn't able to regain my sight, and I haven't the money to return home. But I believe I left in order to come here. Is your life, right now, happy?
I am terrified. I'm volatile. I'm growing accustomed to this woman's comfort. I'm afraid of losing her. A beast should not have these feelings. A murderous beast. Take this.
What is it?
It makes a good gift, supposedly. It's the white flower, isn't it? I was planning to throw it out when I learned that, but I couldn't. I felt like I was meant to give it to someone. It could only be you. It is a fake white rose.
A white rose accessory.
Do you not want it?
No, I do. I just, for some reason... Never mind. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh. Butter my toast. What the heck is this all gonna be about? To say I'm confused and surprised is an understatement. Okay. Well, the creepy music's back on, so let's see what this is all about.
Do you not desire more prey? But you were so hungry for blood before.
I've had enough. I don't need any more. Although she is blind. No, because she cannot see. She does not push me away. She's the only one willing to accept me, to be with me.
So hard to please. You obtain peace, cast it aside, then pick it up once more. But you'll never be able to escape it completely. After all, you are enchanted by the pleasure murder begins. You have been for a very, very long time.
This time, I'm done. I won't kill anyone anymore. Being with her is far more satisfying than the joy of killing brought me. To be with her is what I truly want.
So very self-centered.
You certainly are. Hey. Oh, fetch.
It was as though he was viewing a flashback. The sound of knocking echoed through the mansion, as it had the day the merchant came and brought the beast's short-lived piece crashing down.
What did I just tell you? I do not want any more prey. Stop this. Stop it! Don't bring me any more. I thought you were supposed to fulfill my desires. Why did the door open?
She opened it.
Sword in hand, Bestia ran through the mansion's halls. He was overcome with fear. He had obtained the piece he so dearly wanted, and even found someone who did not fear him. He was terrified that the appearance of more prey would cause him all to crumble. If he spotted the prey, murdered them, and concealed the madness, she might choose to leave him. As much as she claimed he was not hideous, if she witnessed him doing that...
I'll just chase them out. I'm done with this. My desire has changed.
However...
Why? Why?
Bestia shuddered in terror at the sight.
Oh my gosh, there's another one? Stay back! Stay away from me!
He broke into a run. It was not, after all, helpless prey that had entered the mansion.
That thing is...
The monster's voice seemed to slither across the floors behind him. It felt as though, if he were to turn around, it would be right there on top of him.
Why are you chasing me?
Bestia shouted with fear in his voice, uncharacteristic of the beast who had so readily slaughtered his prey. But can you blame him?
That's... a Bestia!
In that moment, I had empathy. I had assumed he called himself Bestia, unaware of what the word meant. A
Bestia other than me.
Bestia is not, in fact, a name. It is a word that means beast. Indeed, a second beast had come to the mansion.
Why are you chasing me? Are you here to kill me? Is it because I settled down? Because I wanted to stop being a beast?
Is something the matter? When the white-haired girl poked her head out of the bedchamber, Bestia was aghast. He frantically attempted to return her to her room.
You mustn't leave your room.
But as he was doing this, the horrifying creature, no, the beast's voice drew nearer.
Do not open this door for any reason. I will protect you.
That's right.
I don't want this piece destroyed. These tranquil days together with this woman. I will protect them. I will.
Trembling in fear, Bestia gathered his resolve. He pointed his sword, which until then had only been used to torment others, at the second beast. Now he would wield the blade to protect the person he cared about. This was the same beast who had killed and killed and killed to satisfy his own primal desires.
I will not let you destroy this. I will protect it from you.
From a rational point of view, the things he was saying and feeling were rather idealistic, but Bestia was desperate. He did not want to lose this piece. Before long, the beast, the one chasing him, appeared from within the darkness.
I'm not gonna go too dramatic into this.
Say, Master, if resolve was the only thing necessary for one to act courageously, would that not mean that nearly anyone could become a hero?
Ha
Beastia had viciously slaughtered so many people before. He had gathered the courage to protect the things he cared about. But now he was shaking. He did not gallantly bring his sword down upon the approaching beast. Instead, it trembled visibly from head to toe. He must have been quite terrified at the beast's appearance.
The poor man.
Stop! No, stay back from me! Don't! Stay back!
Seeing Beastia so scared, I imagined the beast thought it a prime opportunity, for it slowly, ever so slowly, ambled toward him.
If I don't kill it, it'll kill me. I have to kill it. 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 I have to kill it.
And that was the moment Beastia's mind ran off the rails of sanity.
Kill, 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 kill!
He lifted his sword above his head, facing the approaching beast.
Ah!
And ferociously swung it down upon his assailant.
There's a lot of yelling.
Again and again and again. Screaming horrifically at the top of his lungs.
He's really going.
He continued to swing after swing until the other beast was gone completely still. Before long, copious volumes of fresh blood stained the corridor. At some point, the other beast had stopped moving and sunk into a pool of its own lifeblood.
I did it. I did it. I killed it. I killed the other beastia.
Wait, what?
Beastia let his guard down, assuming he had claimed victory over the unmoving beast. I had not imagined either that the beast could still be alive after shedding so much blood.
Stay back!
The beast reached out his hand towards Beastia. He was determined to drag him down to the underworld, it seemed. Slowly sliding across the slippery floor, it dragged itself toward him. Fetch, man. Even on his last breaths, it continued reaching for Beastia, fixated on him. He kicked the beast's hand into the air, staggering it, and then he...
Burn in hell!
Rammed his blade down into it. Beastia's fear-stricken expression was hardly that of a knight who had just saved the maiden. Nevertheless, he had indeed eradicated the other beast.
There's that creepy children laughter again. My favorite. Well, I'm thinking this is a good place to wrap up. Yeah. I don't know. We could keep going, I suppose. It's tempting. But at the same time, I think it's probably it's a good spot. Let's breathe. My poor throat needs a break. And as much as I really want answers to what's going to happen next, still got a lot to digest here. So, white-haired girl's back, but she's not the same white-haired girl. But she is the same white-haired girl, like same name and everything. Had a kind of a similar story where she had one parent only that loved them very much, did their absolute best for them, but eventually died in line of work or duty or whatever. She then ends up coming to the mansion when everything seemed to be going wrong and found a place to stay there. In this case, she met the beast. The beast came to kill her, but her understanding, her lack of sight, and her compassion touched his heart and awakened the human side of him, whatever that part is. But then another monster burst into the house and he had to kill it. So I wonder what that's going to do to their relationship. It's fascinating, isn't it? This is quite a story. It's like a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, but obviously very different themed. I'm guessing the original Beauty and the Beast. I wonder if that beast was a psychotic murderer too. I've never read or understood the originals before, so it wouldn't surprise me if he was. But it's so interesting. I'm excited to read the next part. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. I'm not sure what to think about the white-haired girl now. She's fascinating, isn't she? I wonder what the whole story is going to end up being. I wonder if it'll ever explain why she suddenly seems to be in two different places. And times, and bodies, and experiences. It's very weird. But hey. It's kind of cool. Like, maybe she's somehow kind of part of the mansion now, too. That could explain it a bit. I mean, the maid's here still. But, I don't know. It's a little different. Regardless, thank you guys so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for being a part of this series and a part of this visual novel. It's an interesting experience, and I wonder if we're going to be able to conclude the Beast chapter in the next part, because I feel like that wasn't the full climax, obviously. I think there's something else that's going to happen here, but we'll have to see what happens next week. So thank you so much for joining me, and until the next video, you're watching me or whatever to see me in next. I'll see you there.